That was like a 2-hour tour because I set up my live for what time? 9:49. So yeah, it was about a 2-hour tour because I set up my live and then I was like, it wouldn't, my OBS software wouldn't open. So what I had to do was upgrade my iOS and then my OBS software. I still got the same error that it said run in safe mode because it didn't shut down properly, but it opened up. So everything is divine. Either you're going to get your way in life or you're not. And sometimes to get your way in life, it's important that you learn to yield. Now is the time, if people have done the work, you'll see more instances of yielding. I had a second instance this week. I went yesterday to 9 to 5 Printing, my local print shop. They're real nice there. They're nice ladies there. So I go there to have this sign made. I won't go get the sign. I'll just show you the sign because I took a picture of it and sent it to my friend. And then I made a video on TikTok because earlier this week I went to the VA clinic for some blood draws, and the insensitive staff up front called me crazy. And then they tried to gaslight me like I'm dumb, right? So you can't get mad about this stuff because that's what causes heart attacks and whatnot. You gotta let it go. So as a friendly reminder, I went down to my print shop to have this sign made. It says, because we appreciate your service, you will never hear crazy from all VA staff. Wouldn't that be cool to see one of those in every single one of every office across America? See, to me, crazy is if somebody is going to, like, hurt somebody. You know, sharing your experience is never crazy. And that's all I did, is I just shared my experience. Now, if my experience is crazy, then consider what I say when I say that it's crazy that a society would allow such circumstances to happen. That's, to me, because more people profit from people having harm caused to them. Yeah. So I went to I don't leave the house unless I have a reason to. It's just kind of how things are for me. So I had this tablet that broke, and I've been paying for this tablet. I've been paying like the service and everything, but it won't charge. It just one day I picked it up to use it. Nothing happened. I just picked it up to use it. It wouldn't power on. I went to college and have a great deal of IT experience. So that's why this story is going to be so much. It's funnier to me, I guess. So I go to the print shop, and I'm walking into the print shop, and I see the kid that's in my thumbnail. He passes me by. Now, I've dealt with him before. He's the one that sold me the tablet. I didn't need a tablet. I don't even use Android devices. I'm Apple. So, where are you trying to go, Benny? So I was like, sure, whatever. You know, I'll help with your promotion. And he said, no, when I first went in to change service, because Cricket went out of town, he said, come back in a month and you'll get this tablet for free. And then I came back in after 30 days, and then all of a sudden my free tablet turned into a $200 tablet, but that's okay. Because then I thought I could show stuff to Mom on the tablet, you know, without turning on the laptop computer, just for semblance, since the age of Aquarius, technology and all. And then I only had it 2 months and then it broke. And so I used it 2 months and then it broke. And then now it's like month 5. So I had it. So I've been paying a bill for a service I don't use for 3 months. And so I have gone into that store twice, and they're just very improficient there. It's just it's not, they're not professional. Like, I live in Taos, and people don't take care of you based on your needs in their job because they get paid for it. They have this attitude like they're gonna make you wait and put you in your place, and it's just a power play, and it's everywhere. And some people do it and some people don't. It's here. I've lived in a lot of places, and here, I think because it's such a small place and so many people do it per capita, that it just makes it just like, and everyone talks about how great it is. And I'm like, well, that's kind of disingenuous because I've had all these unpleasant experiences here. Yet I've done so much to give to the lower epsilon in the community without getting any kind of state or local funds to, I'm not a nonprofit or anything. I'm just a person trying to help people down on their luck. So when I went in the print shop, homeboy freaking walks past, and like, I recognized him, but he didn't recognize me. He looked right through me, and he had that freaking nasty look on his face. It's as he hits his vape pen, right? And I'm like, oh, well, that's not cool. People shouldn't be doing that and going to work because you're not in your right mind. You're not in your right mind. It stopped working for me. The flower, I quit smoking a couple months ago because it didn't help. And then when I go out and meet other people that are high on whatever, flower, blues, booze, whatever, because everybody's numbing on something mostly these days. And then it's just, so I try to stay even keel. Don't do any, I go out, do my errands, and I come home and I eat my cookies. That's how it goes. And so, I thought for a split second after I went in to make my sign, when I was going out the tablet, I said, Marge, are you sure you want to do this today? And I said, well, yeah, I want to do it because I've gone in there twice before and it needs to be resolved. And I've looked up the company's, what is it? Well, who are they? Mobile? What's the Metro by Mobile. So by Mobile reviews. Taos. So I did my 1-star review for him yesterday. Well, when it says here, if I mean, they got like several 1-star reviews. I mean, and they're known for, they're just, And then like their cousins write 5-star reviews, their relatives. Oh, my little Hito, he did such a good job today. My nephew, when I went in, my little boy, he's just the best boy in the world. My little boy could never do any wrong. See, here it is. This is why it was so misleading, because when I tried to do the 611 like 3 months ago to get it off my account, it said that the EIN number, whatever number, it wasn't associated to my account. And I was like, these cousins are probably doing something shady, so I'll go into the office. And then it says Catherine Davis did a review. I called for assistance with my phone. The guy just said I had to come into the store and then hung up on me. In the last year, I have received terrible customer service from this location. So I'm like, okay, I'll take it in. Because that's, in the old world, that's how you solve problems. You took it in and you talked to somebody, but not in Taos, because not in Taos. So I grabbed my tablet and I took it in. And there were 2 other cousins on the outside that walked in after me that were like looking at phones and stuff. And I walked up to the counter and I said, this is broken. I need it taken off my account. He said, you need to call 611. I said, I've done that. It says, I said, and that's all he would say is he would just, and then we're at the counter and then the guys are looking at, they're back by the door and he totally ignores me, has my tablet in his hand, starts just clicking the mouse and he's like, hey guys, how are you guys doing today? You doing good? Yeah? And I was like, hey, I'm kind of, and then I realized, sorry, girl. And then I realized what he was doing. He was doing a little fucking shit-stained power play is what he was doing. I've seen it 1,000 times. I know exactly what it is. It's the same vibrational frequency. These guys are a dime two dozen. They all act the same and they think they're freaking stellar, like masterful minds and stuff. And they're just not. They're just not. And I said, it doesn't work and I want it taken off my account. And he said, oh, it doesn't work? I said, yeah, and I even got a degree in IT. I said, you got a degree in IT? I said, no, I bet you just got a high school diploma from Taos High over here, huh? I was cool until he was cool. And then I'm like, I'm not going to get this resolved. What am I, And so I left there. I was walking out. I got that video of him. And all he was saying, I'll just call 611. Just call 611. And see, I've been on the other side. And I've been in the departments where the department says, we can't help you. And we could. Worked in universities, I've worked in military, I've worked in hospitals, I've worked in so many environments where people absolutely had the power to help people. They just didn't fucking feel like it. So I knew exactly what this shit stain was doing. And then I look at his face and I'm like, my God, dude, where are the laugh lines? Aren't you happy? Aren't you grateful for your life? Because did your mommy when your little hito told you, boy, you are just the best boy. You can never do no wrong. You grow up, you got the golden penis. All the women love you because you're my little boy. And then they grow up thinking that. And then they're like, oh shit, I'm in my 30s and I make $12 an hour at a fucking ghetto phone store. So I took my business elsewhere. And I just want to thank Kayla. And those girls, they were really nice to me. I don't even care if they didn't even like me. They were nice to me. No, I think they like me. Okay. I don't care what other people think about me is none of my business because I give people good customer service and it doesn't matter how I feel about them. If I like them, if I don't like them, if they're the right shade of brown or red or yellow or blue or purple or whatever is the latest and greatest color in America these days. I don't give a fuck about what people are, their nationalities, their ethnicities. I give a shit about what they do with what they are. And the withholder ain't no lower vibrational frequency than the withholder. So I got me a new iPhone. I got the latest. Didn't cost me $1,000. Because there's deals for everybody. Cooperation is nature's way. And so it turned an unpleasant experience into a positive situation. So I'm grateful I don't have to go work at a ghetto phone store today where I have to fucking just stand there dude, somebody could train a fucking parrot that sits Chip the parrot on TikTok. He just recently got rescued. Train him to say, Call 611, squawk, call 611, and just put them on a perch, and then maybe they'll get more customers too. And maybe you could do it bilingually, make them say it in Spanish too, so that you don't even have to pay an employee. Just get a fucking parrot. Let him sit on the counter and says, call 611, call 611. When Kayla over at the other place, dude, she did everything for me. over at T-Mobile. She did everything. And I gave her some stickers and changing my attitude about some things. See, because I'm a spiritual being having a human experience, and one of my greatest life lessons I'm to learn in this life is just let people be them. But see, I see the people. I mean, I let anybody be anybody, and then I get this thorn in my side when I know somebody's not gonna let me be me, and it's just not fair. It's an imbalanced interaction. Because if I'm gonna let people be them, and they're not going to let me be me, then what's the point? Well, again, what other people think about me is none of my business. It's how I show up in life, and I want to show up in life as an integral person. Homeboy, you 30 years old, you're on the interwebs. How old is the deputy? Like, all these people, you're like, what's the common denominator? Like, all these people show up with me at aggression and ugliness, you know, because you see in things, you see things in other people, the shadow that you don't like in yourself. I know that. I do it myself. I can't stand lazy. The thought of, like, I sometimes I think I'm lazy, and people in my life are like, Margie, I assure you are not lazy. It's okay. You are not lazy. You are not lazy. It's just, you know, because I can't stand lazy. Because there's too many. You want to be lazy, go freaking sit on a couch at some old, you know, go, you know, after you do some dishes for some old lady whose family abandoned her, you know, or go and I love it because my world is changing, is opening up to more people like me. I'm going to meet this dude, Matthew, in Oklahoma. We're going to work together one day. And, as a matter of fact, I think I'm going to have some moonbeam cookies shipped over to he and his family, you know? Because I see things in people. I see potentials in, like, how maps of how connections can be made and ideas can be thrived, and more people can benefit on planet Earth, except the higher epsilon. Things are only going to get harder for more and more people. Just because you don't got no money don't mean you don't deserve to be comfortable in life. I mean, that's what, you know what poverty consciousness is? People trick you. They'll tell you poverty consciousness is these people that think that they don't deserve anything. That's bullshit. It's all the rich people at top that believe that there's people that exist that don't deserve. It's they're making it. The rich people, poor people, I don't deserve it. I'm just going to never have anything. Dude, people are trying every day just to take care of somebody that they love with some semblance of comfort. I watched my mom do it my whole life. Like, she couldn't work. She had so much trauma that she would disassociate at the freaking drop, when the wind would blow. Because that's what happens to people. You just get your nervous wreck is what you call it. And you try to hold it together and look all right. But inside, you're just like, I can't think. What are they saying to me? Are they talking English to me? Like, especially when you get under pressure. I know what it's like. These are all obstacles I've had to endure my whole entire life. I still went to great lengths and achieved great things to do that. I just stopped doing it earlier because I was called to be a stay-at-home daughter. And I'm okay with that. I'm glad I don't have to go to work because I see how pissed off people are. People are so mad, and a lot of people it's justifiable anger. Justifiable anger doesn't do anybody good. You can righteous anger, self-right. Oh yeah, you can have all the reasons in the world. It's only going to tax your own organs. It's only going to put stress on your own body, and you're only going to send yourself to an earlier grave. So people really need to learn how to let that shit go. I only know this because I had to learn how to let shit go. Let it go, Marge. It's sometimes I can't. When I can't and I resist myself, I'm only hurting myself. I'm only taking hours, days, minutes off my own life. Because that's what stress does. That's why they create a stressful environment, because it'll just freeze up more parking places for them, as if they still drive and not fly helicopters and do all kinds of stupid, wasteful nonsense. Like, every time I see a show that's like so obscure nobody cares, I think about every single person that got a paycheck for doing that over somebody getting a house, over a single mom getting out of their car with their kids. Like, America could be so much better if just more people open their hearts, equal wallet. But I'm not seeing that yet a lot of places. In my FYP, I am in, like, places like that Matt dude, the mechanic, Matthew Maddox. He's a mobile mechanic. And we come from a very similar, I think he's a Leo. I don't know, or maybe he's I don't know when his birthday is. He's got big wild hair. He's a big solid dude. Bailey is his wife. They have 3 daughters. And he's a mobile mechanic, and the TikTok takes care of him, and then he takes care of other people. And that's what I did, is I created a world where me and mom and all of our bills are our overheads clear, done, take care of. So anything extra is to try and get other people in a position where they're comfortable like me and mom. That's all. I just want more people to be more comfortable in life. Because when people are comfortable, they're cooler. And when they're cooler, I freaking can show up to a freaking ghetto mobile store in Taos, New Mexico on the 7th of May, 2025 and get more than... Call 611, squawk! That's up there with, my husband's a cop, squawk! It's the same shit, dude. Like, people that just say the same thing over and over and over. Like, dude, intelligence artificial has already replaced you. Because people that give the like Kayla, the customer service like Kayla did, like, the company can be freaking next to bankrupt. They'll be but the people that show up, they're going to keep them. They're not going to keep the parrots. They'll keep the people with personalities that can work with other people with all kinds of versatile backgrounds. I know they exist. I was one of them. The customer service, I had to freaking stick my head up people's assholes, proverbially speaking, just to make them happy. Because that's what my boss said, and I signed the back of the paycheck and not the front of the paycheck. Boy, am I grateful I don't gotta put up with none of that shit no more. So I called today's talk. You can tell a lot about somebody's face with the lines on the face. And that dude, my whole life I've been getting frustrated because I don't understand why people could be so ugly. And so when they're ugly, I match their ugly. And so, yeah, I got those. But I got laugh lines, man. I got dimple. I've laughed more in my life than I've cried. Come on. I had this, I got sad yesterday. I had a low point yesterday because I'm done with planet Earth. I am going to make it a game to see how long I can go without engaging with other people in Taos. Because I've tried to make connections. And I connect with people. People just don't want to connect back. And then I'm just like, I got too much to take care of at home and a lot of ideas I want to do. I don't have time to freaking, wait for them to be at a point where they want to engage. I'm sick. I'm not fucking doing what people want to do anymore. I did it for 50 years and I waited for, okay, let's do it. Let's try my, and they don't ever want to, so fuck it. So I'm going to do my shit and I'm done with 3D Earth. It was real, I waited. I tried for a long time to do, and I just can't weigh myself down those lower frequent. I just can't be there. I gotta go. So, yeah. It'll be a fun game. There's all I need is like a couple of restaurants, and that's what I got. I just need a couple places, and then my time is gonna be spent out of town. I got plenty of the same pictures, you know. But there's other places to go. And I'm not going to find like-minded people like me in town because I've been here 4 years and I haven't found it yet. So insanity is thinking, you know, trying to do things over and over the same way and thinking that the outcome is going to be different. So I ain't going to do that no more. So I'm going to switch it up and try my own shit too for now. So I'm pretty happy with my phone. I got an iPad too. They hooked me up, man. That's why I'm like, whenever people are mean and like make me wait and just like, it's all power plays. I know it. I'm just like, dude, I would not treat this person this way. I do not understand. Oh, and then I'm just like, when dudes do it, it's easy. It's usually I'll tell you why dudes do it. Hands down, number one, why dudes try to fucking put me in my place is because they grew up in an environment where women were not strong. See, where women had to tolerate a lot of bullshit. So then in their mind, they're thinking, hey, wait till I get up and I get to dish it out instead of watching my mommy take it. And then they start dishing it out. And they don't like strong women because they're scared of them. What is this? What is this? An intelligent, intellectual, like an educated, what is this? I don't understand what this is. I know because you spot what you got, and I'm a freak of nature to you. 'Cause I say that because half of these people are related to me because mom was born in Cuesta. I'm what happens when people throw their family away. Don't be like me. Don't come from an environment where people are just so freely thrown away. Because when people are thrown away, usually what they do is they turn to drugs and alcohol because they get their feelings hurt. You know? What they decide. And I was thinking about, there's this astrologer that I've watched, and I'm watching him so much less and less and less. I'm just less and less interested. I used to appreciate what he had to say, and now it's like his ego is inflating, and I just appreciate it less. And then once in a while, he'll give a golden nugget. But I'm thinking, like, if astrologers were so good at what they did, why would you initiate sex at a time to create a child that you would so highly be incompatible with? Like, so many people want to go to they're just like erroneous and just like animals and just want to score and all this stuff, right? And then human beings are the consequence. And they don't do the math. Like, okay, if I do this now, as a Virgo man, do I really want a Pisces sun? I love that shit. Anyway. Astrologers crack me up. Because they just give the report based on their perception. And based on my perception, I collect data from a lot of different places. And it's not just it's tropical, it's Vedic, it's all of it. And it's so funny how so many different charts have different perceptions on the same person. I think that's kind of interesting too. So, work on the line. If you're going to work on the lines of your face, don't forget the laugh lines too. Kind of shows the world that you don't really want to shit on. You don't really like hate your life. Maybe sometimes you do, but not all the time.